The way we treat Cuba policy isn't just about Cuba. It is in fact a testament of who we think of ourselves as a people. Cuba policy says as much about America as it does about Cuba. 230 some odd years ago, colonists who were under then the British Crown decided to start a new nation here in these now 50 states. They did it because they believed that the man in charge over them had no legitimacy. They wrote in the Declaration of Independence that the rights of every single person on the earth find their source in our Creator, not in our king or in our government. And they wrote that no government is legitimate unless the people being governed give consent to that government to be governed. Those are the founding principles of America. It was the justification for this nation to exist. In fact, they wrote it in the Declaration of Independence. They said, this is unusual. All of us have grown up under the British Crown. We don't want to break away from Britain, but we must, because their government is illegitimate, and they are violating our natural God-given rights. From that has sprung 233 years of freedom and prosperity, unrivaled in the entire record of human history. Its source was those beliefs. Here today, as we talk about Cuba, this nation has an opportunity to show whether it still believes these words to be true. 90 miles from our shore, we have all the leverage we ever need to prove that we mean every single word in the founding documents of our nation. That is the test before the American nation today on Cuba. Because if we fail, if we walk away from the founding principles of our nation, if America in the 21st century is prepared to say, we believe these things when it comes to us, but not anybody else, then freedom and liberty have lost the greatest ally it has ever had. I want to confess to you today that this is the most intimidating speech I've given all year. Partially because so many of you in this room have been a part of my political career from its very beginning. But partially because the subject of the speech is freedom. When I speak about freedom to other audiences, I speak to people who love freedom because they cannot imagine life without it. But when I speak to freedom in an audience like this, I'm speaking to people who understand how important freedom is because they lost it.